Chopper. Chopper.
So what's this Kanye West story?
Oh, just here's why I don't like him. Right, nothing about the Hitler patter. Did you hear his Hitler patter?
What was his Hitler patter?
He was in an interview and he was saying, "All human beings have something to contribute. Hitler, especially." And yeah, people have sort of taken that clip out of context. Not that there is a good context for it, but anyway, there was a sparring video when I was at uni, just like we were training, and you know, there's like 5 seconds of a Kanye West tune off in the distance playing through like a speaker, and you can barely even hear it. And he claimed like the copyright struck my video, and I was like, "Are you serious?" So we had to mute it, and YouTube gives you like sort of royalty free music you can just like add in. So I had to add in like Bach or something like that, some classical music, and it was just ridiculous. So like when I sent it to like the team to watch back, they were just all the questions were like, why is it like muted and classical music? And I had to explain that's why. Because dirty, smelly Kanye West needed the
75 pence or whatever.
As if the quarter of a pence that video would have made. So yeah, look at Luffy. He's looking ripped.
This is before even New World, when he's like got properly jacked.
Yeah. Shredded. Who's she?
She's Robin. Miss All Sunday. She becomes a part of the crew. She's done all her fucking face on the boat.
Yeah.
I'm watching the latest One Piece on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And you just realise that, man, this show will never fucking end. He's just going to get a pure limitless crew. It's a bit like Dragon Ball in many ways, where it's like just people, you know, enemies become friends.
Yeah.
You know, that Robin lady, she's a perfect example. She was the villain, and now she's their friend.
Yeah, villain in the last arc, and now she's joined the squad. I was reading Dragon Ball the other day, and I had never actually read right before Z starts, when Goku's fighting Piccolo at the World Tournament. I'd never actually read that fight before. Goku does a Kamehameha with his feet.
Yeah.
At one point. Yeah, I'd never seen that before.
Have you seen that before?
No, I thought it was brilliant. I'm like, why is he never done that since?
Because what fucking strategic benefit is there?
Well, they don't see it coming, and then he could sort of like shoot forward really fast and do like I almost said a wind god fist, because I've been watching some Tekken. Super Dragon Fist, is that what it's called?
Nah, it's Super Dragon
Or
Fist,
just
yeah.
a headbutt like he used to do. He used to headbutt people, he doesn't headbutt anybody anymore.
He tends to bite people.
Yeah, I don't think he bites Piccolo, it's like a diss. Have you not seen that? It's like Goku only bites real threats, and it's like him biting Frieza, him biting Majin Buu, him biting Vegeta, I'm sure, and then Cell's just kind of like stood there like with a tear.
Aye, but he's recruited like one of the former warlords of the sea, Jinbei, Mad Fishman.
Uh-huh.
And it's so convenient now having a fishman on board. Because the fishmen basically sort of supplement him and the rest of the team who have devil fruit powers weakness.
Yeah, because they can't.
They can't swim, exactly.
What can they not touch water, or they can't swim, or?
Well, yeah, if you splash in one of the movies, he gets like covered in, like someone throws a bucket of water on him,
mm-hmm.
and he's like pure just taken out. So it feels really just cheap every time he fights somebody, and it's just like there's a bucket of water.
Yeah.
There's some stone as well that basically has the same effect as seawater. But in one of the movies, Luffy just pretty much just goes, "I'll fucking overcome it," and he just just fucking powers
up
it.
and
He just hulks up and just fucking smashes his way through it. It's fucking retarded.
Speaking of Hulk up, do you know much about Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
I know of him.
You know, he's like a complete liar about everything.
Why?
It's just cause he just loves the attention so much.
Of lying?
Yeah, well, just the attention in general, so he'll lie all the time.
Oh fuck, there's Blackbeard.
See what?
Blackbeard's like, again, he's just one of the main men. He's all about his fucking black hole attack. And he's got that laugh, that does that all the time. But then there's Whitebeard. It's just fucking, there's too many pirates. No one dies except the main character who did die in One Piece, but we'll see that later on. Oh, shut the fuck up. I actually quite like playing as Blackbeard. His black hole power is actually really good in this. Because you know you're fighting like big groups of people most of the time. Yeah. He's really useful because his mad black hole instantly pure sucks a lot. Oh, did I pick Chopper? I didn't actually mean to. Whatever.
I commented on it specifically.
Nah, whatever.
Who is this wee dick?
What, the wee reindeer or the guy talking?
Yeah, what is he?
Chopper.
Yeah.
He's a reindeer that ate the human fruit. So he became a doctor.
Oh, right, good man.
But he becomes, I'll show you when I get his super move up, he fucking becomes a crime against fucking civilization when he uses his special move after New World. And it's actually a right shame because he was like my favourite character pre-New World because he sort of gets buff, turns into like a super buff reindeer, which seemed like a much more useful form, whereas now, like I say, he just turns into this pure monster.
What was I saying before?
You were dissing Kanye West.
No, after that.
After Kanye West.
Right before.
Dragon Ball.
Right before. It was
Finding his
Was it that? Probably wasn't it. I can't remember.
I finished reading your Joker book.
Yeah, what did you think?
I thought it was alright, I liked it.
Yeah.
It's Joker year one, wasn't it? But it's also meant to be, is it not like part of another storyline as well? Because it's like the Joker virus is like taking over.
I don't know what's going on there. That just sort of got. It's almost as if they didn't have the pay. I liked it, right? But it's almost as if the two of them weren't tied together.
Yeah, no.
At all.
No.
It was just in there. It was a wee bit distracting as well because that guy must really like Batfleck because he draws him just like Batfleck. Which, to be fair, Batman says at one point we've been doing this for over 30 years, and I'm like, this must be in the future then, because like, lowball you're talking 55 then for Batty Boy, which DC would never allow. Anytime Bruce hits 40, they reboot the entire universe.
But again, it's meant to be like year one, so it's a really weird.
Oh well, that's what. Other. Yeah, so because it's jumping way back into like the future. I liked it, but what I didn't like about it is, number one, I have no clue if there are actually 3 Jokers or not now.
Aye.
Because so 3 Jokers, the book is pretty much non-canon as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I like it, but that's fine. But the fact that there are 3 Jokers was canon, and now they seem to have gone back on it, and they're saying no, it's just like his split personalities. Like again, and I'm like, I'm okay with.
I mind the idea, and I like the idea when he went to speak to his wife, but it's just this lady was like.
That was funny.
That was funny, aye, but like you say, without
in a good way.
Yeah, without the kind of.
It's like, is he talking crap? Is he? Yeah, but like, is he misremembering because he's crazy? But that's the whole point. That's the whole character. That's what makes him interesting. So, the part that I didn't like is see in Batman Zero Year, when it's the leader of the Red Hood gang that gets knocked into the acid and becomes the Joker, or is it? Right? Because there's like the way the panels are laid out, it's deliberately there's like a guy that you sort of lose sight of him, and there's another guy sort of like peeking in type of thing. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but there's some plausible deniability. It may not have been the Red Hood gang leader. It may have just been another random Red Hood. And again, it's that like little bit of doubt there is good, or I think it's good anyway. But then they keep saying to him like, "Oh, it's the boss." You know, the Red Hood gang, when they see him, they're saying like, "Oh yeah, boss, oh you're okay," and stuff like that. So right, okay, I guess he was the head of the Red Hood gang before he was the Joker, and I'm just like, why? They'll find a way to retcon that soon enough. But yeah, that was a bit weird. I like it. That was what I meant by a wee bit controversial.
No, like I say, ultimately I quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed reading the sort of 3 books. I assume there's more to come. Although it kind of felt like the future storyline had sort of concluded.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really. The framing device is Bruce and Joker are both in a cell at this point, and so Joker was telling him that story.
Oh.
So that's kind of what will happen next. Is it will be them breaking out. There's Bruce built a robot for if he ever like goes too far and all that stuff. It's called Failsafe.
Okay.
And it was actually a pretty good story.
Fuck's sake, Luffy, you just fucking kicked him out my fucking path, you twat. Just stay out of this. Oh, you did it again!
You just need to swing him about.
It's just fucking swinging me about though. The problem is, we Chopper. What's he meant to do?
Why's he got Wolverine claws?
Well, there's no copyright on Wolverine claws.
You'd think there would be. I suppose it's one of those things, it's too generic, you can't really copyright it.
Coming out of someone's hands is probably copyrighted.
Yeah, maybe. Whereas if you like put them on like a weapon, then you can't really copyright that. But
Skadoosh.
want to go see the new Thingamabobber?
What new Thingamabobber?
Demon Slayer. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. I was there.
You were there. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't really the new Demon Slayer. It was a bit of a miss-sell, I felt, afterwards.
Bit of a bait and switch.
Aye, it was most of season 4, and then I suppose you've got 45 minutes of kind of new footage, but considering that equates to like one episode most of the time, I did feel a bit let down.
How long was Demon Slayer? Is it as long as that? I thought it was like half hour.
It depends. Demon Slayer's a really weird one because there's not like a fixed length to each episode. Some episodes are like 20 minutes, some are like, an hour.
Maybe they just do it one or like a double.
Aye.
There was a random when Goku fought Jiren for the first time. It was an hour long spectacular. The YouTube upload that I watched the following morning still had the Japanese adverts in it, and it was
nice.
Cool actually. It kind of added to the experience. Yeah, because I would watch it the next morning because somebody would have subtitled it.
Oh, Luffy, I swear to fuck, if you fucking hit him again, fucking jab you. Fuck off, Luffy. Yes! Can you get some?
Yeah, I thought, what was it called? Demon Slayer, like...
It's kind of something to the Hashira training.
Oh, Hashira training.
Aye, Hashira training
like
arc, that's what it's gonna be.
So I hadn't seen any of it. I liked it a lot, but yeah, the pacing was so weird because I felt like...
Ah, well, you hadn't seen season 4 exactly,
yeah.
so it would have seemed so...
So yeah, it's like a big finale, which is really good, and then it's like sort of some setup, and right when you're getting into the swing of things, I was thinking to myself like, oh, okay, now we're kind of getting into like the final third sort of the film, and then it just ended.
Yeah,
and I was like, wait, what? What's going on?
It's really quite jarring watching it.
Yeah, it got me hyped though. It made me want to go back to watch it because I was only at...
I know you're quite early in.
Yeah, I'm only at the bit when they're fighting the mad spider dudes in the forest.
It gets so much better than that. That's
Everyone
the thing.
says that. I think it was. I never disliked it, but it wasn't really blowing me away. And I'd heard so much about how good it was. I was maybe my expectations were a bit wrong. But everybody says like the second series onwards, it kind of explodes.
It just gets really good animation wise.
Yeah,
and the lore about who's Muzan Kibutsuji, and Muzan Kibutsuji just becomes a woman at one point.
Which one's Muzan? Is that
Michael
the
Jackson?
bad guy? Yeah.
Aye. He just becomes a woman at one point. And then you see all the kind of the top tier, like top 5 demons. And you're like, man, they all look fucking badass. And sure enough, like you've already kind of seen number 4, I want to say, in action.
Yeah. Can they be replaced?
No, top tiers are. I mean, anyone can be replaced, but the point is with...
if you taking out one of them is serious, he's not just going to snap his fingers and promote someone else.
Well, because the whole point of the top tiers is they've accumulated so many... It's similar to him. so many human kills that's why they're so strong. You know, and that takes time. You can't just go out and kill like 1 million humans overnight.
No.
Well, I mean, you could, but you know, most of them are not fucking Hiroshima bomb or whatever.
Someone did the maths on, first form cell goes around absorbing humans.
Oh yeah.
Someone did the maths on it, and like he'd had to be absorbing like 1,000 humans a second or something like that for the numbers. You know, because that's one part of the story that has like a very set. It's like one day because they use the time chamber and stuff. Yeah, so for his power level to get up that high, someone figured it out, and it would have to be like something like 1,000 humans like a second he was absorbing. But yeah, because like if humans have an average power level of like 5 or whatever it is.
Oh, I know. I thought they had like 30. Oh no, you're right. The farmer.
The farmer, I'm sure Raditz scans him, and his power level was like 5. I would need to get the official guides out, but I'm sure Goku, like at the very start of the series, is like 50 or something like that. And like he was, for a human, he'd be like freakishly strong.
But again, that's assuming that it's all about some of the parts, and it's not taking the best of each individual they come across.
Yeah. Or who knows? I mean, people argue about like when he absorbs 17 and 18. Is it a simple addition or is it like
exactly?
It must be a multiplication.
That's what I'm saying. It's not about the individuals. It's the sum of the parts kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well,
because when two characters fuse, they've said it's
it's not
Vegeta multiplied by Goku. It's not just Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Goten and Trunks or what have you. I heard some ridiculous theories about. So remember in Superhero, they mess up the fusion and just become mad fat Gotenks. Well, then the most recent issue of Dragon Ball Super, that happens again, and there's all these like pure wacky conspiracies about like why Toriyama won't give us Gotenks, and it's stuff like he hates Gotenks, and you're like, what, does he? It's like, he knows Gotenks would be more popular than like Goku and Vegeta, and he doesn't want to like upset, like they don't have enough action figures of Gotenks to sell, like crap like that. You're like, wait, what? It's just like you're just making this stuff up.
I believe that Gotenks maybe doesn't sell as well as the Goku, but I don't believe that he'd be more popular.
Yeah, see, that's what they're saying. They're saying like, oh, then folk would want him to be like the main character and stuff. I'm like, you're just pulling this out your ass. Like, no, this is based on anything. It's not like when people say, Gohan was supposed to become the main character.
Launch the grenades. Yeah, exactly.
Because Gohan, Toriyama said he was playing with the idea. He hadn't set on it, but he was playing with it, and he just said he just wasn't as fun to. Gohan's more of a sort of reactive. He doesn't go out looking for fights. Gohan.
He's a pacifist.
Yeah,
he's a reluctant
when stuff happens, he'll fight, but he wasn't as much fun as Goku. Because Goku can drive a story because he just always wants to get better and stuff. So that sort of writes itself. Whereas you'd always need some kind of weird reason. It'd get more and more contrived. Anyway, what was our other one about?
Cell power level.
Oh, just how many you would have had to absorb if it is a simple addition thing. But yeah, let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say like every time he.
It's like gene therapy. I want to assume it. I would always thought it like he's taking the best of everyone he absorbs.
If he absorbs 5 people at a power level of 5 each.
It's 5 times 5 times 5 maybe.
Yeah. Let me get my calculator out. So yeah, I mean like 5 times 5 times 5. Yeah, so that'd be 125 rather than.
Rather than 120.
Rather than. So 5 people rather than 25 people. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can sit and do the math, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say that it's that. Or maybe he just has that Santa Claus powers where he like freezes time.
Oh, have you ever seen Violent Night? Speaking of Santa Claus.
No. Tell me.
It's dog shit. Don't listen.
Oh, is it? Oh.
It's not as good as I thought it would be.
Because you were telling me about that Winnie the Pooh slasher.
Oh, we do need to watch Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. That is fucking. That's so bad it's good. Whereas Violent Night, like, I don't get David Harbour. They act like he's a real actor. And I'm like, no mate, I don't get him. He's a TV actor. I didn't think he was believable as Santa Claus. He was very bad Santa, you know what I mean? Like he was just Who the fuck played Bad Santa the first time?
Billy Bob, was it?
Yeah, exactly. He kind of, you know, it was the same character basically again. You know what I mean? He's drinking, throwing up. He doesn't want to do it anymore.
Is David Harbour the guy from? Was he in X-Files?
Yes, I want to say.
Yeah.
I'll fact check later because I didn't really watch X-Files. They just ran away again. Fuck's sake. But yeah, it was pretty predictable. John Leguizamo. I actually saw the final kill coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's standing next to this like chimney, and he's showing you like throughout the movie that he can tap his nose and go up the chimney.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, he's gonna tap his nose. He's gonna like get pinned into the corner, and sure enough, John Leguizamo's like stabbing him. He's like, oh, you're gonna die, Santa, and he's like, not now, motherfucker, or whatever, or ho ho ho, and taps his nose and drags Leguizamo through the chimney, and it's like he becomes like a pure headless like cadaver. And I was kind of cool, but I was like, I saw it coming a mile away, and that's kind of the whole movie. And too much of it is like, Christmas magic. I don't understand it.
Right.
And it used to be a Viking.
Who did Santa?
Santa, yeah.
Right.
So he used to be a Viking, and then he just
Is that
stopped
where
being
like
a Viking.
this whole Saint Nick thing comes from?
I don't know.
Does it come from that area of the world? Maybe, I'm not sure. Apparently, the whole red clothing thing, Coca-Cola invented that.
Really?
Apparently,
Mm.
which the more you think about it, it's Coca-Cola's sort of colour scheme.
Yeah.
That's what I get told that anyway, but it's probably true.
Nah, I believe it.
I wonder how that became public domain.
What, Santa Claus?
Yeah, well, because the whole Santa Claus thing, it makes sense being public domain, but you would think you could maybe copyright. You could have copyrighted if it was Coca-Cola that designed that costume. You would have thought maybe they could have copyrighted that specific outfit.
They make more off just having it as free anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
Santa's shifted more gear than anybody in the fucking universe.
Not Mickey Mouse, which Mickey
Really?
Mouse. Have you Have you heard? Do you know why stupid laws get called Mickey Mouse laws?
You told me this.
Yeah,
It's because the rules
Yeah.
around Mickey Mouse are just pure.
They just change it every year, which I think it's due to expire again. So we'll see, or maybe it already has.
I think it has, because I'm
Did it?
sure there's going to be another Blood and Honey, like Winnie the Pooh equivalent, but with Mickey Mouse, because they
Yeah.
said, no, you're not getting an extension, right? Like, you're not having Mickey Mouse again, because the hypocrisy of it's kind of being challenged, saying, like, how long do you expect this guy to be, like, you know, your property? He's been in the fucking media for, like, however long.
It'll be 100 years now.
Yeah,
I
no.
think so. I mean, it's an interesting one because Superman will be pushing 38.
No, so he won't be far off soon either, huh?
So I wonder if. Yeah, I don't know. I'd need to look into that.
Fucking cunt's getting away from me. Go.
Because it was something along the lines of the copyright lasted for the creator's lifetime plus 30 years or something like that. And yeah, they just kept changing it. Disney's lawyers just were able to get the laws changed over and over and over again until now there's some story about it now, so it's really weird. So it'd be interesting to see. Maybe they did some paperwork back in the day, and maybe DC won't have the same problem with Superman, but we'll wait to find out.
The thing is, there's already a lot of kind of, I'm not going to say public domain Superman.
The good thing about Superman is you don't need Superman to write a Superman story, if that makes any sense.
No.
I mean, what's he called in Invincible?
Omni-Man.
Omni-Man, yeah. Omni-Man is clearly just Superman.
Yeah, exactly, aye.
Yeah,
The Homelander.
Yeah, exactly.
The
If you want to do a deconstruction of Superman, you actually don't need Superman himself to do it. In a lot of ways, it's better to not have Superman.
Well, James Gunn's about to reboot the whole cinematic universe anyway.
Yeah,
I watched
that.
Aquaman and it was just fucking...
The new one?
It's just unwatchable.
Oh, really? I thought the first one... Didn't people think the first one was good?
The first one was alright. But I don't know whether it was just the controversy around Amber fucking Heard or
Is it
whatever
jarring?
else.
Like, because was she not meant to be quite important in it? And
I mean, she's his wife, but
Yeah.
they have a baby, like right near the start. Fuck off, you spring fuck.
well, because she said she accused them of like rewriting it, and basically cutting her part down.
Oh yeah.
But I just wonder if that's like evident when you're watching it.
Yeah, no, she's written out like dead early on. She gets laser beamed, and spends the rest of the movie kind of like in a bed with bandages, sort of like the easy out right. And then his brother comes back from the last movie, and it was like, that's just weird. Smashed him, easy peasy.
Is it just one of those things where it just reeks of rewrites?
Aye. It just like reeks of not having a proper story to hang its hat on. It just wants to do like everything you've seen before, so teaming up old enemies so the brothers get back together. It's the same villain, it's Black Manta, but he's possessed, so he's now got a trident, which I guess kind of evens the odds a wee bit. But I mean, I like Black Manta. I think Black Manta looks cool as a villain, but I mean, I'm sure Aquaman has other villains.
Yeah, surely.
Must do. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe,
Maybe
what?
he really does. I mean, I don't think I've ever read. I think the only Aquaman I've ever read is when it's like part of the story's included at the end of something else, like Justice League, which is just that's my fault. I should go read some, but actually there was one. What's it called? But again, it was a Justice League story, Battle for Atlantis or something. It was something along those lines. It was really, really good. Again, it was a Justice League story though. Throne of Atlantis, I think it was called.
He needs to be part of like the Justice League.
And I do think Black Manta was the bad guy in that. I think we read that actually. It was great. It's like a big tidal wave hits. I think one hits Gotham, one hits. I want to say Metropolis, but I might be talking crap there. But like a couple of major cities, like all at once, and it's a whole thing. And then they like invade, and that's really good. Amazon's attack.
Bees, my god.
Yeah. I tried watching some Linkara the other day, but it just didn't get into it. He was talking about Amalgam. Do you know Amalgam?
No.
Amalgam was in the 90s. DC and Marvel did like a crossover. So they were like combined. So like it's Spider-Boy instead of Spider-Man. So he's like half Superboy and half Spider-Man and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it was fun little experiments, but Linkara was talking about it and he was just putting me to sleep. He was being so boring. He was like, they should have paired... I can't do it against Linkara. I wish I could. He was like, they should have paired up Spider-Man with like... I can't remember who he said, Beast Boy or something like that. And you're like, shut up. No, they shouldn't. Superboy, I guess.
They're disparate. They're disparate power sets. Beast Boy can turn into any animal.
Yeah.
Why would you combine
Including
with spiders? Exactly. Why would
It's
you
just a bit redundant.
Exactly.
Can he turn into spiders? Surely he can.
Yeah, Beast Boy's turned into spiders before. He's turned into elephants and T-Rex. He can turn into extinct animals. There's no limit to his fucking power. He's been a bee.
See, if you went to an alien planet and they had a bunch of weird alien animals,
Yes.
would he...
Yes.
Once he'd seen them, can he turn into that?
Yes. But in one episode of Teen Titans, I'm sure he has trouble specifically for that reason. Because he turns into one of the aliens.
Oh, but like doesn't
know
how they work, sort of?
It's not quite within
like,
his
do
control.
they breathe oxygen or do they... Like, I don't know.
It's more they're like hostile, and so he's trying to attack the rest of the Teen Titans.
Oh, right.
Because he can't quite, like, handle the alien form.
Aye, the way their alien brain works, it wouldn't have like... Even a lion's gonna breathe the same way as we do, and even though they would smell better and things like that, they still have the same sort of senses and stuff like that. Whereas if it was an alien, it might... Who knows, they might have some type of wacky eighth sense and shit like that.
Because he arguably practiced the animals that he knows how to use now. You
Yeah,
know?
I think that is part of the backstory. I think he does have to Titans is hot garbage, but
Yeah,
in
certainly
Titans,
they established that.
It
don't they?
starts off he can only become a tiger, and then he can become whatever it is next. I might finish watching the third series of Titans. Actually, I only watched like the. Is it the third? No, it would be. Is this the fourth? Whatever the most recent one is, I watched like the first two, and then they killed off Lex Luthor, and I was like, what? So yeah, I just not even in a bad way, but I was just like, right, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, I might go back. I might get on the track.